and free way that you can extend your life and plummet your chance of dealing with heart disease, blood pressure issues, and many more diseases that we all are familiar with. I am. It's called walking. Did you have any inkling that walking was so incredibly healthy? I didn't. It's part of what I learned in the 14-day reset. And I'm not talking about speed walking. I'm not talking about running a marathon. I'm talking about walking that any and all of us can do for free. It is so simple. I can't believe we've missed it this long as a modality to really own our own health. So, if you are not a walker and you were thinking about what you needed to do, I recommend you start walking if you can 30 minutes a day. So I want you to think to yourself, because I know what you just did. You were like, oh man, 30 minutes a day. I don't know. Where am I going to fit that in? How did you like Suits, the series on Netflix? Did you love it? You have 30 minutes a day. How do you like the Great British Bake Off? You have 30 minutes a day. I will guarantee you, almost anyone who can hear the sound of my voice actually has 30 minutes a day to help extend their life and create quality life during that time. But it feels hard to fit in. So I want you to think about this. What is 30 times 7? It's 210 minutes a week. That's not even 3 hours. And you can give yourself 3 hours a week to dramatically transform your own health. I'm inviting you to do it. I'm challenging you to do it. And if you need to be part of an accountability group to do it, the 14-day reset is free with the exception of the supplements. All you do is buy those and you're set to go. And here's why walking is so powerful. It gets your heart healthy. I remember when I was visiting a doctor after the COVID pandemic, and she said, all of my COVID patients are doing tremendously better with their walking. If they walk, their recovery is better. And we see this left and right. Doctors consistently saying that when you're outside in nature, when you're making a physical effort to get a certain number of steps in a day, when you know your neighbors, right? If that's how you're walking, it's extremely good. We almost all have access to a community gym or a YMCA where we could walk as well. So the heart healthy aspects of walking aren't just the physical aspects of it, it's also the emotional aspects of it, that you've taken time for yourself and that you're potentially meeting new people and neighbors along the way. Next is, of course, mental well-being. This is an incredibly good way. I would recommend, if you are stressed, if you are feeling anxiety, taking a nice walk can change everything. First of all, you're probably getting some vitamin D that you desperately need. But what I love to do is I like to walk with my husband. And when we're on that walk, we don't have our phones out. There are no devices. We are only visiting with each other. We're dreaming. We're talking about our plans for the week. And we work really hard to leave that time for our family to really be good for our mental well-being, right? Just the physical act of walking is going to be better. Next is that it can always help with weight management. If the scale has been stuck for you, if you're saying, oh my gosh, I'm doing all these things, but it's not working, I can help. I know exactly how to help. And walking would be one piece of that puzzle. And I'm not talking about going on a sachet. I'm talking about walking as exercise if you're looking for weight management. Next is going to be joint health. Man, as we get older, our knees start barking at us and our hips start barking at us. I've been using BLM from Young Living, and it's helped me tremendously. My knees don't pop anymore when I go up and down the steps. But I noticed an increased comfort when I started walking regularly. My legs got so much stronger. It made a huge difference. And you can increase your lifespan. I'm going to share in a blog exactly what you would need to do to increase your lifespan and how it is impacted, because there's so many scientific studies now that are going to be boring to talk about here. But if you walk 30 minutes a day, you're doing great. And then last but not least, it also helps boost immunity. When you're moving your body, when you're not sedentary, that is going to help boost your immunity. And we are heading into the fall season where we are all working to manage staying above the wellness line. We've got the kids going back to school. We may be out in the community exposed to more different types of germs. But traditionally, we find this season is the season for a lot of different illnesses. So I want to invite you to try walking and see what that might end up doing for you and your health. You might be surprised. I look forward to seeing you back here Monday, live around 5, and I hope you have an incredible weekend. Wahoo wah! We've got the first UVA home game today. Go